it's Kimberly with Knit for Brains. And do you know what this week is? This week is Knit a Sock 2023. I didn't even know that was a thing, but it's a thing. So, I gotta get with the business. And I'm actually gonna be knitting, which I normally crochet, but I'm gonna be knitting. Socks, they're not so difficult. They're pretty small. They're not too painful. So I found this book actually in my stash, and it is called Skein Wonders. So everything in here takes a skein-ish. And I found a great sock pattern. Now, I could probably do my own, but I wanted to learn how to do the toe and the heel and all that kind of stuff. So I found a super cute pattern in here, and it's just adult and child socks right here. I'll include the link for the book. Although you might want to try to find stuff online, because if you're going to try to do things this week, you probably won't get this book in time unless you have it on your shelf. So it's a very, very simple pattern. And of course, shocking, I have sock yarn galore in my stash. So I just grabbed this one sock. Now, this particular yarn that I have is only enough to make one sock, but it just so happens I have like 6 skeins of this. I am using the Knit Picks Special Reserve. It's called Felici. It's called Sonora Sunset, and this is 75% super merino wash wool and 25% nylon. And like I've said before, if you're going to be doing a sock, you always want to make sure there's a little bit of nylon in it, not just 100% cotton or 100% wool or something like that, because you want to have a little bit of give. Otherwise, your socks are going to stretch and they're not going to go back, and you're going to have like socks on a rooster, and they're going to lose their shape completely. And the other issue that I have, and I know this sounds crazy, is I always have a hard time counting knits and ribs. And I'm actually doing a pretty good job here, but oftentimes you'll see that like my knit becomes a rib and my rib becomes a knit, and then it sort of looks a little bit wonky. But this is working out pretty good. So I've got my double pointed needles, which if you haven't done double pointed before, it's a little tricky to get started, just because you want to make sure that you don't twist your rows when you tie it up. But then when you get going, it's super, super simple. So the idea behind Sock Week 2023 is that you have to complete one adult sock in a week. Obviously, I'm going to have to do 2 weeks because I'm going to have to make a pair of socks. But I do have a friend that just moved to Colorado to a colder climate. So I thought, wow, what a cute little great birthday present. So I'm going to make these and send these off to her for her birthday. So again, this is just a very, very simple knit rib. And I'll show you my progress throughout the week. And then I'm going to do so basically it's you can either do a toe up or a cuff down. So this is a cuff down pattern. So I'll end up with the toe, and let me show you the picture. I'll end up with the toe, and just like in a plain old knit. It's really pretty basic and simple. Just get it out of there. So you can see here that it's just ribbing all up in here, and then on the base part down here, it's just all knit. Pretty simple. So this is today's podcast. It's really short. It's a Sunday. It's beautiful outside. My neighbors are next door, and they're swimming in the pool, and the cute little girls and stuff like that. So the Britt and I were going to go to listen to some jazz at a winery, but I just wanted to check in and show you what I was doing. So I'll be following up with you this week, showing you my progress, because it's going to go from all of this to all of this and none of this, hopefully by the end of this week. So this is my project for Sock Week 2023. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, and I will see you later this week.